Welcome in, YouTube, to part 15 of Stormblood MSQ. Hopefully, we finish the MSQ today. I don't know if we will. It depends on how long I stream and if it happens. I mean, I have enough time where I could stream for quite a while, but another streamer I watch, a few streamers actually, I'm gonna take a drink of water. Mid-intro, I know, but my throat was dry. Few streamers I watch that are big streamers, so it's not like I need to plug them, but I'm going to say it anyway. Ray, Chibi, and probably Matt and Nags are playing Lethal Company, and I kind of want to watch that, so stream's probably going to end around the time that theirs starts. But we'll see how far we get, and if not, you know, maybe we'll finish it on a different stream, or maybe I'll finish it off and on a straight to YouTube video. But I love you, YouTube. Don't forget you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebGames here, where I start streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, usually between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific time. I know I already said it, but I love you, YouTube, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Let's, our MSQ quest is over this way. I don't know if we're gonna have enough quests and XP in the meantime to, actually, let's pick up this real quick. It unlocks the final bit of hunts that we need for Stormblood. I don't know if we're going to have enough XP between now and the level 68 quests. Oh, I got to be level 70, so I got to switch over to Gunbreaker. To have Paladin hit level 68. So here's hoping. Otherwise, we'll just switch over to Gunbreaker to continue the MSQ. Alright, our quest was over here. Of course, I already sprinted and wasted it. Is our quest over this way? No. It's over there. Whoops! We went to the wrong dock. I should have known. Is that gonna be the closest? We'll go to it, we'll see. I don't think it is. I think I should actually go to the market. Yeah, because that doesn't go onto the ship. It's fine. It's fine. But we have our sprint back, so I mean, that's even better, right? The music in this game, I say it every so often on the stream, is just so damn good. I usually prefer the nighttime themes though in the major cities. Let's zoom in because that's what my wife says we should do when we're having conversations. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. Alright, now we gotta go back to a thing. So we can get to the Ruby Bazaar. We gotta get to an Aetheryte. Also, I've been learning. I'm trying to get it so you all can see. Why did I run in that? Maybe if I actually go back to the podcast for a moment. I'm learning how to do buns. It's not going super great, but we're trying, you know, learning new skills as time goes on. The markets. Nope, Ruby Bazaar. It was 2 down from where we were. I also once again have food on the way. So I will probably be eating later in stream. So just bear with me when that happens. Oh, please let it be voice acted. Ah. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It is a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. Less so yours, Hancock, though Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alfino, I assure you. Anyway, you will be glad to hear that I have already chartered passage for you back to Limsa Lominsa. The ship is to leave port this very day, and the captain has agreed to wait until the 4 of you have boarded. The 4 of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane? Yes. I gave it some thought and realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Oh, must you always presume the worst? So there you have it. I will remain here for now. You needn't worry. I'm a regular at the hostelry and a half a dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. So go. Don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you've finished, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2 to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. Alright, so back to the main docks this time. Yeah, so we gotta go to the hostel. Alright, Tataru. It's been real. I'm gonna be sad to leave you behind, but I think your plan is right, and we should have someone here in the middle that's not fucking Hancock. First to arrive, as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind. Do.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
You mean like for 2.5 expansions?
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Nah.
Not to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Well, we had to say goodbye.
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. I half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
I'm gonna say yes, but I will leave the official answer to Alfie.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma?
Logic seems sound.
And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself? And Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys, to seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that.
That was a very
Go
exaggerated
with them
laugh
to
for a...
Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor.
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
All right. So my wife just texted me. Okay, hear me out. I'm a little worried for what's coming next. I think it's funny that Morrighan started this journey as a warrior main. And then she became a gunbreaker main. And that's probably what she'll main for the rest of the game. But in the meantime, we're running Paladin. Because why not?
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we poured into that hole, and for what?
Oh.
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
She just wants to get a table. It wasn't that much to worry about.
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranie Lupi.
Oh shit, I remember this part.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I will not hear another sound pass her lips until I strip the fat from her.
Oh no. We have to save Cryle. Arguably one of the best Scions. Back in Eorzea at last. Ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. I didn't even press it twice! So let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. No, decline. Let's try this again. Blah blah blah, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. So let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. There we go. Oh, we should inform the Admiral of our arrival and brief her on that which took place in Doma before leaving the city. Here we are, home at last. I must say, the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. Hold on. Come on. There we go. I should be glad if we did not speak of that unpleasantness again. But in spite of all that and more, we returned better for the experience, and, more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with Doma freed of Imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plights of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I see I am not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? The East Aldenard Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girabania? Aye. The Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks, but we have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides towards rebuilding their depleted ranks. They have even taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations, with mixed results, I am sorry to say. 'Twas a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. I don't like complications. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Cryle Baldessian was taken prisoner. Cryle? Do they know where she is being held? They do not. But your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Girabania looking for her as we speak. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Cryle taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castrum Oriens. Pray excuse us, Admiral. Lady Ugiri. To the Castrum. I was like, it just suddenly got really loud. To Castrum Oriens. Arnvald! Thancred! There you are. You have heard the news? In broad strokes from Admiral Blofiswin, what happened? Kryl and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Y'shtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arenvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos... I will make no excuses. We failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. It was the skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of having a walker in the field? I'm not as strong in the Echo as Morrighan is, of course. Half the time it's enough to knock me on my ass. Like I've taken a dose of concentrated ether. So you walked in Fordola's memories. What did you see? A woman promised the world. Education, training, citizenship, all that and more if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people. A pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order. Told her to return with Kryl Baldessian, alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Kryl or her current whereabouts. If their orders were to bring Kryl back alive, we can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and our allies to command the Imperials' undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted and I will find her. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Alden. If you hurry, you could find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. I think Morrighan and I are going to go and see Conrad like he suggested. You all wait here. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Oh, it wasn't picking up the quest. Alright, this way. Oh, I can't fly here yet. 1,000 yalms to the southeast, huh? Alright, Conrad. Nago? Resistance fighters. Well, well, if this isn't a pleasant surprise. It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, Lys, Morrighan. I'm sure you've heard about Kryl by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. I've no doubt you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, lass, and that's good news for Kryl. I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How is everything with you and the Resistance? Better than when you last saw us, and make no mistake, he's supposed to have an older voice in my head, and now he's not got any of that, like he did at the start of the cutscene when I was reading. Arenvald's been a godsend. Him and Minago and all the other young bloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamegan Brigade, who have been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Girabania, as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. Together, with the refugees returning from Uldar and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we still have far to go. We'll fight for every elm, and sooner or later, we'll get to Alamigo. But listen to me prattling on when we should be making haste to Castrum Oriens. There's no point you telling me everything now when you'll only have to say it all again for the Flame General's benefit. You're right. I'll go on ahead and tell the others that you're not far off. Alright, before our chocobo goes away, let's have a Gisselgreen. Back to the castrum. No, stop it, Leshy. Dum ba dum dum ba dum dum ba dum dum ba dum. You have spoken with Thancred, then? Good. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kemp's party approaching. If you are ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it. Pretty sure that's no better than what we currently have, yep. It is the exact thing that we currently have. There you are. And there is Commander Kemp, I see. I know you are eager to speak of our next move, but we would first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma. I feel like this one's going to be voice acted.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
We liberated Doma. The end.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Kryl.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Rulga's Beacon. For as Rulga once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
The success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castellum Valadnia, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he has ordered Fordola and her men to see to the bridge's defense. So we'll get to fight the skulls again? The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She is decisive, ruthless, and feared by her foes and friends alike. But we have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill-prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target to... Sorry. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target too tempting not to pursue. Aye. Fredola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied. Leaving us to tackle the bridge's main defenses. Remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what are we to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we've taken the place? Okay, it's getting very stormy now. Also, my webcam is off. I'm cleaning my glasses for a second. Hold on. Apparently I got a smudge that I hadn't realized, and it's bugging me while I read. I don't need you to take Valadna, Commander Kim. All I need is for you to fly your flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing that the bridge has fallen? Aye. We convince them Valadna is lost. Hit them hard with our reinforcements and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust has settled, we regroup at the Castellum. What say you? It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Morrighan, Lys, Arenvald, I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Alize and I will remain with the Flame General. You got it, little Alfie. We will return to Raga's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. We got this. I kind of remember this one, sort of. Are we going all the way over there? Yeah, so let's swing over by the Aetheryte real quick. Oh, I cannot get this, like, feeling of a cough to go away. This upcoming, not trial, this little duty we've got coming up. It's one of the more fun ones, I think, if I remember right. We're storming the bridge. All right, Conrad, let's do this. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Valadna is bloody massive. It'd take a dozen men to change it in far too long besides. There's no need for all that, right, Nago? Not so long as I have my griffin and a satchel of glamour prisms, no. Arenvald, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lys, I want you to look in on the squadrons. Make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear. Conrad? What do you want me to do? Aye, sir. All forces are to depart for Castellum Corvi when ready. That will be all. Morrighan, stay with me a moment if you would. You got it, buddy. Is this when you tell me? There's a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each of them has lost people, and I can tell that it weighs on their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since last you were here, so it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the barber. Another's an older fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of Starfall. The last is a fiery young lad from a little Alamigo, who I'm told trains by himself by the river to the fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you're finished. More fetch quests. Where am I going? I'm getting on my motorcycle first. Alright, so we got one here, we got one there, and then we got one way over there. Actually, I feel like it's gonna be quicker to go this way. Great! I know you. Lieutenant Initari. It is an honor to meet you. I was living hand-to-mouth in Ul'dah, but decided to enlist in the Flames after I heard tales of your daring do. And now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join in the fight for my homeland's liberation. But this is no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Lieutenant. We'll give those Imperial whoresons what for. Alright. I don't remember this quest. I say, if it isn't the last who helped me find the ward I misplaced. But there I go again, treating you as an equal. It wasn't until after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who'd taken time out of her busy day to help me. Well, what's done is done. But know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle. And the next, and the next. Mayhap that will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. Alright. And then the last one he said was a young lad who was from Little Alamigo. Oh, that's right, we have that thing to get too. Do I want to try and get it now? Probably. Alright, buddy. Let's do some squats. Morrighan, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. Saved my life in Little Alamigo, you did. Wilrid and the rest of us had got it into our heads that if we had enough crystals, we could summon Rhalgr like the Amalja summoned their god. Thankfully, he put a stop to it. Ever hear about what happened to Wilrid? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead, after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right. Maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in any hurry, mind. Alright. Let's give this a go real quick. No, come on. I can do this. Huh! No, come on. Huh! Oh, come on. Huh! There we go. I'm gonna carefully go around. Damn it! Maybe I should have gone around the other way. Huh! Why? Oh, maybe actually I should go like this. Huh! There we go. No! Oh, I was there! There we go. Alright, back to Conrad. It is... Honestly, the storm is pretty in this game. Alright, Conrad. I'm gonna stand on your table. You had a word with the men I mentioned, then? As I'm sure you noticed, they have another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another. But that's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Giribania his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Alamigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born on foreign soil, who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons. Yet all belong to the Resistance. And growing larger, we've grown more diverse. While there is good in that, there's also the potential for strife and discord. It'd take a special sort to lead such men to Alamigo, don't you think? I get what he's getting at. I see what you're putting down, comrade. You mean someone like Lise? You want her to take your place? I see we're of one mind. She'll have to make the decision for herself, of course. You've traveled with her. Been by her side when she's had to make hard choices. You've seen her at her worst and her best. If you think she's got it in her, then she does. Look after her, Morrighan. She's our future, and my hope. I trust I needn't say that this conversation is just between you and me. Good girl. Don't call me that, please. Right, then. We'd best head to Castellum Corvi, or what remains of it, rather. Actually, we'll go this way. Back to the Ethernet, so that we can just hop right outside the reach. Yeah, this one. And the storm just sounds so loud. Look at, like, the lightning in the distance. Oh. Such a good looking game. And this isn't even, like, on the best graphic settings either. Oh, we gotta go this way. We gotta go up and around. I'm trying to, you know, passively open up some of these map areas. Get some of that extra XP. Oh, I guess there is a bridge here that I can just cross. Okay. Never mind. Don't have to go up and around. I was wrong. It's happened before. Past the Tracer Antlion. No, ignore me. Look at Lise doing squats. And everyone else... Yeah, that's right. You turn around. We'll lead the way while the other units launch their own separate attacks. Remember that we need to hold out until Monago sees to the flag. Got your gear in order? Any moment now. I'm ready. Let's do this.
It's begun then.
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad. Standing around, knowing what's to come. I'll never get used to it.
Calm down, Nargo. You're making her nervous.
We've come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way.
Look at you being all leader-like already.
Right.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Monago, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
I won't let you down, sir.
That is a big-ass flag, actually.
Come then. Rolga's star shall burn bright this day.
Down, 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 down. We'll zoom back out. Quickly now! We've got to reach Vologna before General Alden and his men are overwhelmed. Scouts, dead ahead! If they see us, they'll warn the others. Not if we kill them first. Alright. Alright, come here.
Here it comes!
Should I stance up? Like, if I stance up, can I take the aggro? We'll see, because sometimes it's like scripted that you only really have to focus on one of them while the rest of the people do theirs. That's the last of them. Let's keep moving. No sign of sentries. General Alden must have his hands full. Then let's seize the bridge and be done with it. Yes. I'll lead the charge. I know where we're going. Fire at will! Kill every last one of the savages! Cannons? They could use those to fire on Nago!
Take this!
Alright, let's go to our single target on this thing. Alright, at least I'm gonna let you finish that thing up. There we go. There's Fordola. Think you're clever with all your little tricks? Think again. None of you are leaving here alive. Let me fight her. Let me do it. I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready. You may have survived the Reach, hero, but this time you won't be so lucky. This bridge belongs to the Empire. I am not about to give it up. Listen, I just fought another one of you as a gunbreaker. Plan B? Okay. Seems easy enough to avoid. Hero or not, you'll die just like all the rest. Chopping block. This is my bridge, and you are not taking this from me. Nice try. Where are you going, Fordola?
Meet my new friend!
It's almost like you answered me. Okay. We should be safe way over here, actually. Oh.
I'll cut you to pieces!
No, you won't. See, you missed. It was a solid attempt, though. I'll give you that. Nago, made it! We've only got to hold on a little longer. Damn right. She's gonna be in trouble, though. Oh boy. Welcome in, Sogo. Welcome in. How you doing?
God damn you!
Nice try, Fordola.
No more running! No more hiding! Let's finish this!
Kick her ass, Lise. I mean, still fight her anyway, even though Naga won.
The flag!
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo!
I'm doing pretty well, Sogo.
Stand your ground! It's not over yet!
Damn it!
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now.
Villadina has fallen? Impossible!
We have them on the run! Forward! No mercy!
Regroup! Regroup! We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
Now's when you should be hitting them with your big spells, casters. Also, I've been pronouncing that wrong horribly. I've been pronouncing it Veladna, but it's Velodina.
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters, for all the good it did us.
School's with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it? And that has to be worth something.
It's worth a lot. Slowly, things are changing. Well fought, brothers and sisters. Today is a day that will be remembered for generations to come. Oh, I talked to the wrong person. Whoopsie. It's a shame Fadola got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself it's just the first step, but it's a big one. We are going to take it back, all of it, one ilm at a time if we have to. Did you see that, Alba? Auli, we did it! There's still a chance that some Imperials are holed up inside the Castellum. We'll need to search it top to bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons at the ready. There's a chance you might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the region for soldiers that have gone to ground. We shouldn't afford them any time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you've judged your work to be done, report to General Alden in Bittermill. Okay. Let's give Chocobo a little bit more stuff and hop onto our thing. Now. 487 yalms to the east. What's up higher? Just trying to keep on track, you know, with our, oh, it's the big fate, the mega fate, as Matt called them. No, ignore me, Tracer Ant Lion. Come on, let us be far enough away with the Ant Lion. Yeah, that's right, you turn around, you bitch. One down. Now we gotta go kill one this way, but we're gonna run wide. Actually, I think we have to level sync for this fate, do we? Yeah, so we're just gonna run right through the fate. Dun, 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 dun. We got two of them here. Don't you dare. Damn it, you got your paralyze off. Apparently it didn't bother me that much, or it just happened to be timed perfectly where it fell between. I am in such the habit of being able to fly that I immediately hop on and jump. Alright, Raban. Lieutenant, all's well at the bridge? Good, good. The fighting has died down here, too, as you can see. Pippin left but a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Velodina. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. I could not have hoped for a better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one Castellum to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining enemy forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Delight not overmuch in victory. Not when there are battles left to fight. Our work here is finished. Our resistance allies are waiting. I'm gonna run up here to this quest real quick, because it's blue, and I just want to make sure that it's not another, what's it called? Another Aetherite quest? Or Ethernet quest? I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's just as part of unlocking the, yeah, it's not. I think it's part of unlocking, the Beast Tribe in this area. Back to the bridge. And after we turn this quest in, I'm going to take a short break to go to the bathroom. Because I has gots to pee. No. Ignore me, Antlion. Guards! I bring a friend. He's leaving. Never mind. Back so soon? I suppose the general and his men had matters well in hand. The vice marshal and his men showed up not long after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. Okay, yep. I'm gonna hop on my mount so that we don't waste... I know you're not one for waiting, but if you'll bear with us... Commander Kemp, Marshal Terrapin reports that their sweep of the Castellum interior has been completed. So it's finally over, eh? Pray extend to him my deepest thanks. It's official then. Castellum Velodina is well and truly ours. Mayhap this calls for... Wait, where is Minago? She took her bird and flew off towards the Peering Stones, the village of the M tribe where she was born. I doubt that the Imperials who fled Velodina had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she was nevertheless worried, so I gave her leave to go and see that her people were safe. Though I pray you are right, 'twould be best if Minago were not alone if she should encounter the enemy. Agreed. Let's all go to the Peering Stones and make sure that everything is all right. If that is your wish, then I've no objection. Just let the guard know when you wish to cross. Okay. Greetings, Scion. Do you wish to pass? I do. Hell yeah. Okay. Real quick. Ether currents. We have 2 from quests still to get. No, 2 in the wild and 3 from quests. Okay. 361 yalms to the northeast, huh? $264 yalms to the north. The path to the village is through a tunnel just east of here. Follow me. You got it, Lise. Wherever you go, I will follow until the game tells me not to. Or until my ether compass says keep going north. No, ignore the fate. Just kind of go wide. There it is. There, I see it. Ooh, all right, we'll stop trying to jump. Ether. I'm pretty sure the game would have led us this way eventually, but still. All right, let's go find this cave entrance. It's right there. I see it. All right, what are you two doing out here? What are you doing, huh? We may not have seen any Imperial forces thus far, but we mustn't forget that this was occupied territory until very recently. They could still be nearby. I hope he says something like, I can't find the gate. Not just Seekers of the Sun, but Ananta. Mayhap there is a settlement nearby. Mayhap you're right. I just overlooked it. We could ride our bike, but I mean... sometimes you gotta stretch your legs a little bit, right? Let's attune to the Aetheryte before we talk to Lise, or before we talk to Nago, actually.
Ah, you've come. Welcome, friends, to my village.
My home, because I skipped it too early on accident.
How fare your people?
Good, all things considered. Better than the Ananta at any rate. They've sent an emissary. I'll take you to her.
Woo!
We're here to help. Will you tell us what happened?
Aye. It began with a quarrel between the Imperials and the Kaliana.
The Kaliana are another Ananta tribe. The strongest and the most influential. Unlike the Vera, they want no part of our troubles. They swore fealty to the Empire, and were content to remain within their borders.
Just so. The Kaliana forsook their pride in the fight and yielded to Garlemald long ago. But then a new commander was sent to hold the Black Bridge. She demanded the Kaliana surrender a hostage, this butcher.
Fordola. It doesn't make sense, though. The Vera are the ones working with the Resistance. Why would she threaten the Kaliana?
Because she is ignorant like all Imperials. She knows not the difference between Kaliana and Vera, nor does she care to learn.
I see. All Fordola knew for sure was that the resistance would come from the west. She reasoned, therefore, that if the Ananta on the east bank turned their coats, she would be trapped. I take it the Kaliana had no choice but to oblige her.
Unfortunately, that would be the case, it seems.
No, they did not. The Imperials left with the Kaliana broodmother's own daughter, Anamika. Long days and nights she looked out on the Black Bridge weeping for her child. Until you came.
The hair was clipping through the, shoulder
The
pads.
broodmother knew at once which way the winds would blow. She and her warriors met with the fleeing Imperials in the road and demanded that her daughter be returned.
Oh no.
Bad idea. Fordola's not the kind to take threats lying down.
You know her well. The butcher turned her blade to Anamika and bade the Kaliana move aside. But the broodmother would not yield.
I know where this is going.
Unfortunately.
The Kaliana surrounded the Imperials, one of whom, whether out of fear or stupidity, cut the child down. There was naught that could be done.
What madness.
The true madness was yet to come. For in her despair, the Kaliana broodmother cried out for her daughter to be restored to life. She beseeched Sri Lakshmi's intercession.
She summoned a primal then and there?
And now we must take care of the primal.
Did, if only for an instant. Bereft of courage and honor, the broodmother sought solace in her faith. The Imperials fled in terror at the sight of the goddess, abandoning these lands to the Ananta. Now the Kaliana bid us make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Yet though we Veera revere Sri Lakshmi as the holiest of the holy, we will not prostrate ourselves before her.
And so you turn to us?
Aye. All who have fought with the resistance have heard tell of the warrior, the icon slayer.
Ah, yes, that would be me, wouldn't it?
I believe we have heard enough. Inconvenient though the timing may be, if a primal has indeed been summoned, we can scarce afford to ignore it. We must needs discuss how best to resolve this situation.
By blade, I would assume. Pretty sure that is exactly what I have, yeah. Alright, Alfino. At the risk of sounding hopelessly naive, there may yet be a way to avoid a violent confrontation. In the past, I fear I have been rather too willing to accept that we have no other recourse than to risk our lives, or rather your life, to address these threats. Yet the primals we have faced thus far have demonstrated a variety of temperaments and objectives. Ravana may delight in battle, but Ramu would sooner keep to the forests with his children. Ere we decide to challenge Sri Lakshmi, it would seem wise to learn more of her nature from those who summoned her unto this world. If that is your will, then so be it. To the north you will find our village. Sarisha shall unfold all. We shall leave at once. Minago, can you inform our comrades at the bridge of what happened? Of course. Be safe, my friends. Let's talk to the Chocobo Keep. Ba-ba-dum. And we have a blue quest, which is probably going to... Oh, come on. Come on, controller. There we go. Oh, sorry. I was distracted by the grumbling of my stomach. Thanks to the Garleans, we've been having trouble maintaining our food stores. Custom dictates that any game brought back to the village must be distributed evenly amongst everyone. But there hasn't been much to go around lately. Without fear of harassment from the Garleans, we can finally begin hunting again. But there's still so much to do if we're going to replenish our supplies. Any chance you'd be willing to help? If you could bring back, say, 3 Teleoceratuses, it would be great help. You'll find them to the north of here, but don't kill them. We'll need their meat to be as fresh as possible when it's put away. When you've worn them down enough, you can stuff them into these bags without much of a fight. Now I know what you're thinking, but trust me, they'll fit. Stay safe out there. Okay. Can't jump over that, because it's a hole that goes Lord knows how deep. Alright. We gotta kill 3 of these things. We'll ignore the B rank. We'll Sorry, we can't kill 3 of these things. We gotta weaken them enough. Ignore us, Shadow Dweller Yemeni. We got one more right up here. And it will drop down to the village because these all happen to be right on the way. Wait, don't precast Holy Spirit. What are you doing? There we go. We'll turn that quest in on the way back. In the meantime, we'll go down here. Where somewhere over this way is... what's her name? Sarisha? Ah, there she is. Bet you she's kind of like the leader of this tribe, probably. That would be my best guess. We do not often receive guests. What is the purpose of your visit? Greetings and well met. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and we come seeking Sarisha of the Vera. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us for aid and succor, and we intend to provide them. But we would first learn more of Sri Lakshmi, that we might better understand the nature of the threat she poses to you. A simple request, and one which I shall gladly oblige. In the beginning was Sri Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters blessed with her beauty. Her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There is naught she would not give. 'Twas the Kalyana's broodmother desire to bring about her daughter's resurrection which first called forth Sri Lakshmi from the ether. That being the case, I rather doubt the goddess will be spoiling for a fight. That would depend. The primal's motives will have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely that of a grieving mother who had just borne witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may also have harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, the Kalyana's conception of Sri Lakshmi may differ from that of the Vera. This is true. The Vera and the Kalyana do indeed regard the Lady of Bliss in different ways. To the Vera, Sri Lakshmi embodies freedom. She would not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will, and so we stand with the resistance against the Empire and give our lives for the cause. To the Kalyana, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strive to create through their craft. To shape crystal is less art and more ritual, a sacred duty wherein each tribute is imbued with a fragment of the soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Kalyana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself and they summoned a primal, a fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see that it won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands. Nothing will change. The Ananta will. The Kalyana bade the Vera make pilgrimage to pay proper respects, remember? Those who do not wish to partake of the primal's bliss will be made to do so. Not while we're around, they won't. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Kalyana. Will you help them to see reason? Know that I'll kill your god if I have to, maybe even if I don't. We're not going to say that. We're not going to cause problems, even though I really want to. Then we shall, for without you we may be powerless to stop them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. Then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister Vajra will guide you to Jean and Kat, and I shall pray for your success. I think I said that right. I hope I said that right. It was a hard word to say. Oh, wait. Right here. Well met, scions. I am Vajra. See, she who shines bright and unbroken. I stand ready. We leave upon your command. You are ready. You look ready. John and Kat, where you will find... There you find the Kalyana's crystals and Sri Lakshmi. Follow me. Alright. So we're gonna have to go out this way. And we're getting close to the trial. It's only taking us an hour and a half to get there. Dub-a-dum, dub-a-dum, dub-a-dum. We should go back. There's a blue quest here, probably our other Aetheryte quest, actually. So we should pick it up. Because it's probably got something to do with where we're going. Yep. Adventurer, I would ask a favor of you. In recent days, strange men have been stealing prey from our hunting grounds. They appear to be Alamegans, but they do not recognize us as allies. They refuse to listen when we explain they are trespassing. If they were to see another strider in our company, they may not be so quick to fight and flee. They were last spotted to the east of here. Please go and speak with them before anyone comes to harm. You got it. I will help. 493 yalms to the east. Okay. Excuse me. That sneeze hurt. Jean and Kat, the path leads to an entrance above. Within is an Aetheryte. You must use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. And real quick. 243 yalms. Okay, we're still going to the east, huh? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. There it is. No, stop it. Alright, we gotta kill at least this one, probably. There we go, that should be all of the ether. Yep. Alright. Let's head in here to attune. Jean and Aetheryte. There she is. Lakshmi.
Why, mistress?
Why does my Anamika slumber still?
Because she's not really alive.
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She is silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
Yep. That's unfortunate. Oh, Alice is gonna run out first. Okay.
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Uh-oh.
Alice, have you gone mad?
Maybe.
Mayhap I have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood.
No.
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray. I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
A worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This hath ever been my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting. No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
Good point, Lise.
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
Poor, misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens.
She's gonna do the thing. Y'all better be careful. She's going to enthrall. Nice try, bitch.
Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
No. We will fight, and we will win. Damn it. Alright. know, it was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Morrighan. I had to. I had to try, and I failed. So you have to fight. There is no other way. Never stop trying, Alizé. It means a lot to hear you say that, it does. But it doesn't make it any easier to have to ask you to face that thing. We can but do that which is within our power. Lys and Alphino and I will go and seize their crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when it is finished, we will be waiting for you. Emanation now accessible. Alright, yeah, let's queue up for it. Average wait time is about 6 minutes. So let's go back to the Peering Stones. We'll turn in that quest. And then we'll head and try and do the other Ethernet quest in this Etherite quest. Ether Current quest. You're back. Do those bags contain what I think they do? Wow, you really did it. Not that I didn't think you could, mind you. It's just been so long since anyone here has had the guts to contend with those beasts. You can be sure we'll make good use of them. Their meat for rations is a given, but their horns and bones will make good tools, and their hides can make belts and boots. Did you know that Teleosaurus isn't... Did you know that Teleosaurus isn't even native to these lands? The Garleans used them for carrying freight, but the Sods couldn't keep them under control. A few of them escaped into the wilds and started breeding, and here we are. I guess you could say it's a blessing in disguise. If they hadn't brought Teleosauruses here, we'd have one less source of meat and materials for fashioning our tools. Alright. And the other one is this way. Oh, we're gonna land right on top of that thing. But it wasn't angry that we did. Strapping leader. Oi. Knock this shit off, you three. Hey, don't you stun me. No, no. Please wait, if you would listen for just a moment. Ah, keep that thing away from me! Fear they won't listen to anything I have to say. Would you go after him and explain his people are trespassing? I must tend to my wounds. Yeah. I'll do my best. Those things are loud, the Teleosaurus. Ignore the tracker ant lions. Please? Please? Oh no, we're gonna be too close. It's still gonna hate us. Alright, that's fine. We'll take this one out on a date. You were trying to help that thing, weren't you? What do you want? Buddy. They only wanted us to leave their hunting grounds, so they're not savage monsters looking to feast on our innards? I see. Sorry about that. It's not every day you see something like that where I come from. Me and my friends are from a small village in the peaks, you see, and with the Garleans blocking all ways in and out of the place, we'd never traveled far. Now that they're mostly gone, we thought we'd have a look about, maybe scavenge for a bit of food. We didn't mean no harm, honest. If it's all the same to you, we'll leave and go look for food somewhere far, far away from here. Alright. Now let's see if we can go turn this quest in before the queue pops. Will we be able to? Yeah, maybe. It's only been 4 minutes of an average wait time of 6. Unfortunately, this is one that we do kind of have to wait on a queue for because I don't have enough fellow friends in on the game right now to like run me through it unsynced. Although I guess I could throw up a party finder for it. Vera Bone. Crafty. You are returned. Were they willing to listen? Men from the peaks. Interesting. We were concerned the Yen tribe may have coerced them into stealing from our land. My sisters will be relieved to hear this. A share of our food stores in exchange for materials for our gem crafting. Yes, that would be a fair trade. I will need to discuss this with my sisters. The beginning of a fruitful partnership may be at hand. Alright. Well. I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna go on a quick break real quick to go grab my food because it's here. See what happens. Oh, the music in this one's good too. Alright. Let's go.
Defiance, defiance. Open your hearts to me.
Do I have a brill? Okay, I do. I probably should have mitigated, but I forgot. What's that? Use that. The biggest thing is I remember with our grill, we have to use it at a specific point in the fight.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
There we go. Nice try, Lakshmi, but it ain't gonna work. Somebody in chat put mommy.
Surrender to bliss. Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Why did that one grow so big? Ooh! I might have cleaved the party with that. Buddy, come on. Oh, I think I just moved. I'm sitting here, and I think I was moving her out of the, what's it called? The scholar's, stuff. Me and the Dragoon have this tiny little area. Why is it not?
I shall free you from your hate.
That hits so hard. Yeah, I'm in. So this blue area I mistook as her ability. It's not. It's our scholar's thing. I don't think our Sage. I think our Sage was forgetting to use the grill. I got a player accommodation, I'll take it.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help. So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope, our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
That's fucked up to say.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Fedola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble so? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
And have it you shall.
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
Oh, he will. I wish we could have left on better terms. That was never going to happen. Could be a problem if they get their hands on any more crystals, though. Never mind. We'll deal with that when the time comes. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word to them of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, friends, to Viranilia. So we head back. People hated Lisa's character through this expansion. And it's unfortunate, because honestly, her character is fucking brilliant. She has a good arc. She grows well into what she's supposed to be. People just suck. Ah, the winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Kaliana sisters in her thrall. For this we thank you. Morrighan did the deed. We were but witnesses to her heroism. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sister's plight at our peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path so that the day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together, all Alamegans and Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully in time they will too. You and yours will ever be friends of the Vera. On that you have my word. We should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Terrapin came to render aid, but I fear that won't be necessary. But I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi's gone. Ah, but I should probably start at the beginning. Tell them everything, Lise. Leave nothing out. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You've saved a lot of lives, Morrighan. Take pride in that. It must be said that this is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Kaliana's supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the Skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Velodina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally? That was horrible. He was also most empathetic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as her, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Aye, and you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Minago. You've been away from your family too long, don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. Looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of the Velodina. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Honored guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. Damn! That meal does look good. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, eat your fill of our food, and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. It's nice that there can be a little bit of normalcy, right? Sorry. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius, of course Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts and they treat us like them. They push and they push and they... until someone pushes back. Until someone takes up arms or summons a god. False god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? Well, little do you know, Lise. What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die, and nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on. There is no justice, just us. You'd have to ask them, honestly. And maybe I can remember to do that for you. I don't think the gods listen to people like me. Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Morrighan. Alright. There is something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. There we go. I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There was a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. You got it, buddy. Alright. That's all of that. Scions! A pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alagiri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the ladies, Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? Alright. We've made it to the peaks. South side. I thought Managa was supposed to be resting.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Oh wait. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those three towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Veladina was so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Alighieri. And down there is where we first helped the people of Alagana. Which... oh wait, no, it's right there. Right there's Alagana. Okay, get out of first person view. What do we have for ether? 115 yalms to the southeast, huh? I see it. It's right over there. I don't think we worry about it for now. Because we will have quests that take us that way. Let's go get to the Aetheryte. Oh no, not a Pantera! Walk. I really hope Pantera is the band that sings Walk, otherwise I look like a dumbass. And while I'm used to that, you know, you don't always want to look like a dumbass. Here, let's get inside. Let's talk to the Chocobo Keep real quick. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a Chocobo Porter? No, you may not. Attuning to the Aetheryte. Alright, let's switch to gun. So we can turn this quest in. Here we are! The new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. But we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Well, you heard the flame, General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Hell yeah. Alright. You're already attuned to the Aetheryte. What do you got, Robon? That everyone? Then let us begin. Alighieri is ours, and for a mercy we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Abania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Alighieri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you in the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Morrighan after what she's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Don't do anything too reckless, alright? I won't. I promise I'll do what Conrad says. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alize can stay with Morrighan. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Hell yeah. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Castle, deep within an Imperial research facility, I was close. What are you doing to Kryl? Don't you do it! Stop it!
Oh, my head.
Giving her an artificial echo.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Garleans are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alighieri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specula Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
It could.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Interesting. I don't recall what it was. Oh shit! There he be!
Found you.
So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. We're gonna grab the Code of Fending. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arenvold's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Okay, I don't see a blue quest here. Patrol White Rock for Imperial forces, huh? Boo ba doo 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 doo. Do we have a ether current over here somewhere? No, it's still just to the north. And then I think our other one is like way over there. Imperial Canis Pugnax. Alright, we're gonna head north. We're gonna loop around because we're gonna grab the thing. Actually, probably could run these as Paladin to get a little bit more XP. Okay, we'll grab the ether current real quick. Because then we only have to turn the quests in as God. Probably should attack the Sky Armor first. But we got it with the dot, so that's good. Alright, then we go this way. We switch back to Gunbreaker. We can't right now. Give me a moment, Morrighan. Say that again, if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Arenvold. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Morrighan? Any trouble? Who was spying on us in the fringes? And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Speculum I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. We don't need any of these, but let's look at the Code of Healing just to see. I don't like that at all. Good job, Raban. They don't call you the Bull of Alamigo for nothing.
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
No. Okay. Oh, is this when we see him again? Maybe not. Maybe it is?
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
What?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that?
I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders.
Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
Oh shit.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Nope.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Zenos yourself. I thought not.
Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty.
Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Alright. It's getting real.
Hansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Even the music stopped. I thought it was going to sound a little more like electronic-y and hydraulic-y. Oh shit.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
Ooh. Shit. By the 12! Did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Kashtamabania. But that was an Imperial installation, and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. No. Oh, that's the next quest, so that was the turn-in. Alright, well, you know what? I think that's a good place to end for the day. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. Thanks, YouTube, for watching. Don't forget to comment and like and subscribe and all of that good stuff down below. Hit the bell for notifications. And let me know what you think of the video. You can catch me on Twitch, where I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting about 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/CalebGames here. And I hope you all have a good day. Take care of yourselves. And my sign-offs always end up being rambling, long things, so